welcome to my channel. My name is Laura and I upload videos on luxury fashion and accessories. If that is your thing too, please consider subscribing below and hit that bell so you are notified each time I upload in the future. In today's video, I'm going to take you through 5 items from my collection that Instagram, Facebook, YouTube made me buy them. Well, didn't force me, but they made me want to buy them. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first item must have been about 3 or 4 years ago now, because this item we don't see on social media as such. It's generally just people who absolutely love this bag, and I am one of them. So the item is from Gucci, and it is this Gucci Soho Disco bag. Now mine is in red, but I think that this is such a classic bag, and I watched so many reviews before I knew that I had to have this in my collection. I've actually had this bag for, well, not this exact bag, but one of these bags in my collection for almost 2.5 years. This is the second one of this bag, because the other one had a defect. Nonetheless, it doesn't stop me from absolutely loving this bag, and even though it's not the in thing anymore, I guess, I still absolutely love it, and I will still carry on loving this for the next 10-20 years. I just think it's such a classic shape. It's quite minimal, even though it's a little bit in your face in terms of the logo, and the hardware is very minimal for compared to some other bags. So my first item was the Gucci Soho Disco bag. The next item is going to be no surprise. This item has actually recently been discontinued, or it seems to look this way on the website, and it is from Louis Vuitton. It is the Toiletry 26 in monogram canvas. Now this bag was so difficult to get, and I think it was all over social media, especially during the summer. People were putting this on because they were going on holiday or whatever. But for me, a few years back, it was so that it could have multiple uses. I could take this on holiday with me and actually use this as a bag, as well as what held me toiletries for a trip. Now this is a bag that an SLG that I'm actually really sad to see go, but I'm so glad I managed to get my hands on one. It did take probably about a year, I think, of checking the website all the time, and then closer to Christmas it became available. So this hasn't had very much use in the last year, and that's solely because obviously we've been in I'd say the last 1.5 years we've been in a lockdown. But when I have gone away, like on a city trip within the UK, I have made sure that I took this and actually put it to some use. So this is an item that I think I'm always going to have in my collection. And yeah, so this is the beautiful Louis Vuitton Toiletry 26 in monogram canvas. The next item is another Louis Vuitton piece. It's the Louis Vuitton Alma BB. Now, when I saw this in the larger version was a number of years ago, and I thought, oh, I absolutely love that, but it was far too big for me. And then I seen this, it was all over social media, and the more I seen it, the more I wanted it. But this was another item that was really hard to track down at the time, and it was always sold out on Louis Vuitton's website. So I managed to, they had a small price increase at the time, and as soon as I seen that it was available again, I snapped it up, because I'd been looking for it for months and months and months, and it was always sold out. So I managed to get this in the Damier Bean canvas print, and I absolutely love it. This is another item I haven't had much use out of, because I generally love to wear this style with a pair of jeans or leggings and a shirt and flat shoes, and I just haven't had anywhere to go in order to use this for the last year or so. So it has had some use, but not a lot, or not as much as it did when I first got it the year before. So I've had this one for about 2.5 years, I think, and it's definitely a classic in my collection. and definitely because it's versatile in terms of wearing it on your arm, wearing it crossbody, it's not an item that will be leaving my collection anytime soon, and I'm really glad that I've got this. So this is my beautiful Louis Vuitton Alma BB in Damier. So the next item is quite new. I've had this for less than a year, and it is this beautiful Saint Laurent Lou Monogram camera bag. Now I absolutely love this. I love that it's in a soft leather. I love the combination of the colour with the soft gold or brushed antique gold hardware. And I love the tassel. A lot of people don't like the tassel, but I love that it came with it. And generally I keep this on this bag. I just think that this is another item that I'm going to use for years, especially in the autumn winter time. I love that it's like squishy but structured but slouchy, and just the feel of this soft leather gives me that luxurious vibe. And I think for me, this bag's like, I've always loved the chevron from Chanel, but that is out of my price range right now, and I find the chevron print or chevron leather from Chanel difficult to find all the time. So this is the next best thing for me, and I'm so pleased that I've got this in my collection. I just think that YSL, when it comes down to the bags, generally there is no issue with this. I think in the future I would also have this in another colour, no problem, because I absolutely love it. So yeah, this is another one that was all over social media in all different colours, and the more I've seen it, the more I needed one of those in my collection. So yeah, I got this for my birthday last year from my fiance, and I'm so glad that I've got this one. So this is my beautiful Saint Laurent Lou Monogram camera bag in the burgundy colour with antique gold hardware. And last but not least is an SLG. This was one that's quite new in terms of being all over social media. I'd say it's, in my opinion, only been all over the place for the last few months. But again, it was, the more I've seen it, the more I thought I could use that, and it would give my other SLG a break. And if you've watched my previous video, you'll know that it's the beautiful Louis Vuitton Coin card holder. And I love this because these days, especially with the last year and a half that we've had, I tend not to carry a larger bag. So I was always using my card holder from YSL, but I thought it was time I gave her a break. I still do carry cash and things occasionally, but this definitely fits the bill. I absolutely love this piece, and I'm glad social media made me do it. So yeah, this is actually from the men's section, because it wasn't actually available in the ladies section in the other colours, but I absolutely love this cobalt blue colour, and I'm so glad that I managed to get this quite recently. So yeah, this is my beautiful Louis Vuitton coin card pouch in cobalt blue. So is there any items, have you got a top 5 of influenced items where social media has made you do it? Please leave them in the comments below. Alternatively, do a video and tag me in it. So that is the end of this video. If you have any questions on any of the items I have talked about today, please leave them in the comments below, and thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.